It's the most confusing moment of your life. The texts are still burning a hole in your mind. You know what she did. You saw the proof. The betrayal feels like a knife stuck right between your ribs. But then, something crazy happens. Instead of packing her bags, instead of running away in shame, she is walking toward you. She is grabbing your hand. She is trying to kiss you. She wants you right now more than she has wanted you in years. It feels intense. It feels passionate. And you are standing there thinking, what is going on? She just cheated on me. Why is she acting like this? It feels like a trick. It feels like madness. But brother, this is not random. This is biology. This is a survival instinct kicking in. And if you don't understand what is happening in her brain right at this second, you are about to make the biggest mistake of your life. You are about to fall into a trap that will cost you your dignity. Brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. It takes 1 second, but it helps us get this truth out to more men who need to hear it. Let's get into the deep water. We need to talk about why this happens. Why does a woman who just betrayed you suddenly want to jump into bed with you? It makes no sense to a logical man. Logic says she should be ashamed. Logic says she should be hiding. But relationships and female nature are not driven by logic. They are driven by emotion and survival. When you catch her, the ground beneath her feet disappears. Up until that moment, she was having her cake and eating it too. She had the safety of you, the provider, the rock, and she had the excitement of the other guy. She felt safe. But the moment you find out, that safety is gone. In her mind, an alarm bell is ringing. It is screaming, "Danger! Danger! You are about to be left alone." This triggers something called hysterical bonding. That's a fancy word, but I'll break it down so simple anyone can get it. Imagine you are on a boat. The boat hits a rock and starts to sink. What do? You panic. You grab on to anything that floats. You hold on tight because you don't want to drown. When you find out she cheated, you are the boat and you are leaving. She is drowning in the fear of being abandoned. She is not thinking about sex because she's horny. She is thinking about sex because she wants to tie you down. She wants to use the one thing she knows has power over you, her body. She is trying to reset the relationship. She thinks that if she can get you to be intimate with her, if she can get you to feel that physical connection, you won't throw her out. It is an act of desperation. But there's a darker side to this too. It isn't just fear, it is manipulation. She knows that men think with their eyes and their desire. She knows that if she can get you into that fog of passion, you might forget, just for a few minutes, about the other guy. She is trying to cloud your judgment. She is trying to buy time. Let me tell you about a man named Gary. Gary was a good man, a hard worker. He came home early one Tuesday and found his wife on the phone whispering things she shouldn't be whispering. He grabbed the phone, he saw the pictures, it was over. He felt like throwing up. He told her to get out, but she didn't leave. She started crying. She fell to her knees. She told him she was sorry, that it was a mistake. And then she changed. The crying stopped being sad and started being seductive. She touched his arm. She looked him in the eyes with that look he hadn't seen in 10 years. She initiated things. Gary was angry, but he was also a man. He was hurt. He was confused. He let it happen. He thought, maybe she really loves me. Maybe she realizes what she is losing. Gary was the loser in this story, because the next morning the anger came back, but now he had lost the high ground. He slept with the enemy. When he tried to bring up the cheating again, she said, "But we were so close last night. I thought we were moving past this." See what happened? She used that intimacy to erase the crime. Gary lost his leverage. He stayed, and 6 months later, she did it again, because she learned that even if she betrays him, she can just use her body to fix it. He showed her he was weak for her touch.
You have to understand that for a woman, emotional connection and physical connection are often tied together, but in this moment, she is weaponizing it. She is trying to mark her territory. It's almost like she is trying to wash the other man off of her by being with you. It's messy. It's toxic. There's another reason she does this. It's about ego. When a woman cheats, deep down, she often loses respect for the man she is cheating on. She thinks she is clueless. But when you catch her, suddenly you are dangerous. You are not the nice guy anymore. You are the judge. You have the power to destroy her world. Suddenly you look different to her. You look powerful, and women are attracted to power. It's twisted, I know. She didn't want you when you were safe and clueless, but now that you are angry, now that you are ready to walk away, suddenly you are the most attractive man in the world. She wants to prove to herself that she can still conquer you. If she can get you to sleep with her, she wins. She proves that she still owns you. Let's look at another situation. This is about a guy named Steve. Steve was a smart guy, but he had a soft heart. He caught his girlfriend texting an ex. It wasn't full physical cheating yet, but it was emotional betrayal. He confronted her. She panicked. Immediately, she tried to take things to the bedroom. She wore that dress he liked. She cooked his favorite meal.
Steve didn't give in, but he didn't leave either. He stayed in the middle. He slept in the same bed, but turned his back. He let her hug him, but he didn't hug back. He was trying to punish her, but he was still there. This is the danger zone. Because Steve didn't walk away and he didn't give in fully, the woman kept trying harder and harder. For 2 weeks, she was the perfect girlfriend. But the moment Steve finally relaxed, the moment he finally gave in and was intimate with her again, the effort stopped. Instantly. It was like a switch flipped. Once she knew she had him back, the superwife act disappeared. Steve was left confused. He thought the relationship had improved, but really she was just auditioning for her job back. Once she got the job, she went back to being lazy. This tells you that the desire she shows after getting caught is not real desire for you. It is desire for safety. Do not confuse the two. Real desire is constant. Real desire is respectful. This panic desire is just a temporary burst of energy to save her own skin. Now, let me tell you about the winner. Let me tell you about Michael. Michael is the man you want to be. Michael found out his wife had a hotel receipt in her purse. He didn't scream. He didn't cry. He sat her down and put the receipt on the table. She did the dance. She cried, she begged, and then she tried to get close. She tried to unzip his jacket. She tried to kiss his neck. She whispered that she loved him and only him. Michael stood up. He gently but firmly pushed her hands away. He looked her in the eye and said, "No, you don't get to do that. You broke this. You don't get to use pleasure to fix pain." He walked out of the room. He slept in the guest room. He refused to let her body cloud his mind. He knew that if he touched her, his brain would release chemicals, oxytocin, dopamine, that would make him feel bonded to her. He didn't want to bond with a traitor. He needed a clear head to make a decision. Because Michael denied her that sex, she realized the gravity of what she did. She couldn't manipulate him. She couldn't fix it with a quick romp. She had to face the reality of her actions. Michael eventually decided to divorce her. It was hard, but he walked away with his head high. He walked away knowing he didn't sell his self-respect for 20 minutes of pleasure. He kept his frame. When you are in this situation, you have to realize that your body is your enemy. Your body wants the release. Your body remembers the good times, but your mind has to be the captain. You cannot let the lower deck run the ship. There is also the aspect of mate guarding. In nature, when a male thinks his female has been with another male, sometimes there is a biological urge to overwrite the other male's seed. It is primal. It is ugly.
You might feel a sudden urge to be aggressive, to claim her, and she might feed off that. But we are not animals in the jungle. We are men with intellect. You have to rise above that animal instinct. Think about the message you send if you give in. You are telling her, you can hurt me, you can lie to me, you can give your body to another man, and the punishment is, you get to have sex with me. That is a reward, not a punishment. You are training her to treat you like garbage. If you find yourself in this storm, remember this. Her desire right now is not a compliment. It is a defense mechanism. She is trying to survive. She is checking to see if your boundaries are real walls or just imaginary lines she can step over. If you give in, you become part of the mess. You mix your energy with the energy of the betrayal. You make it harder to leave. You make it harder to see the truth. So, when she comes at you with that intensity, with that sudden passion, do not be flattered, be suspicious. Ask yourself, where was this passion last month? Where was this desire when I was asking for it? The fact that it only shows up when she is in trouble tells you everything you need to know. It is currency. She is trying to pay a debt with her body because she is emotionally bankrupt. You have to be like a stone. Let her waves crash against you, but do not move. If you want to leave, leave. If you want to stay, which is a hard road, brother, do it because she earns trust back over years, not because she had sex with you once. This is a test. The universe is testing you. Are you a man who can control his urges for the sake of his honor, or are you a slave to your impulses? The woman who cheated on you is betting that you are a slave. She is betting that your desire is stronger than your self-respect. Prove her wrong. Michael proved her wrong. He's out there now, rebuilt, maybe with a good woman, maybe on his own, but he sleeps good at night. Gary is still wondering where his wife is when she comes home late. Don't be Gary. I want you to think really hard about the power dynamic. When you withhold your attention and your intimacy, you hold the cards. The moment you give it away freely to someone who doesn't deserve it, you fold your hand. Keep your cards. Play the long game. The long game is your peace of mind. Brothers, we are at the end of this talk, but the work is just beginning for you. I want to leave you with something to really chew on. Here is the question I want you to answer. If a woman betrays your trust and breaks your heart, can her body ever truly pay for the damage she did to your soul? Think about that. Really think about it. And then I want you to scroll down and drop a comment. Tell me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Have you been there? Did you stay strong like Michael, or did you slip up like Gary? There is no judgment here, only learning. Let's talk about it in the comments. And brothers, I need a small favor. Your support keeps this channel alive. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Stay strong, stay sharp, and never let them play you.